Some connections cannot be explained. A glance lingers a little longer. A voice feels strangely familiar. A stranger, somehow, feels like home. Is it fate? Chemistry? Past lives? Or simply neurons firing in just the right way? We call it attraction. But what if it is more than magnetism of the body? More than patterns wired into our brains? What if it is the soul, remembering something the mind has yet to understand? Attraction is not merely about who we desire. It's about what awakens us. It stirs old wounds and hidden hopes. It reveals where we seek wholeness and where we already are whole. Science will tell us about hormones, symmetry, and survival. Psychology will name our attachment styles and love languages. But beneath it all, there's a quiet, sacred mystery. In this series, we will walk the line between what can be measured and what can only be felt. Because love isn't just about who we're drawn to. It's about discovering who we truly are. Before there were apps, before there were cities, tribes, even language, there was the gaze, the glance, the silent knowing. We were creatures of instinct, guided by something older than words, a sacred script written in the blood and bones of our ancestors. Love did not begin with poetry. It began with survival. And yet, even in the primitive, there was beauty. Even in the hunt for connection, there was a whisper of something divine. This is the story of how evolution and genetics shaped our desire and how, even today, our bodies remember ancient songs of love. The first attraction was not for romance, but for survival. Long before we called it love, we were drawn to those who could help us live. Strong shoulders to carry the hunt, clear eyes to spot danger, smooth skin, perhaps a sign of health, fertility, longevity. What we call beauty today may simply be echoes of survival yesterday. The symmetry of a face, the wideness of hips, the depth of a voice, all quietly whispering, I can protect, I can provide. Attraction, then, was a divine instinct, evolution's sacred signal guiding us toward the future of our kind. Inside you, a blueprint older than civilization. DNA, your soul's fingerprint in biological form. It carries the longings of your ancestors, their strengths and sensitivities, their choices and their chances. And when you meet another, something within you scans for compatibility, not just in conversation, but in chromosomes. Even before a word is spoken, your biology is listening. Is this one safe? Is this one strong? Is this one the next chapter of me? It is humbling to know that love is not just in the heart, but in the helix. We are stardust and science, passion and programming. But even programming can become poetry. There are languages the mind cannot speak, but the body knows fluently. Scent, a soft breath of skin, the subtle fragrance of another, not perfume, not cologne, but them. Our bodies, quietly exchanging information through invisible signals called pheromones. Science shows we are often drawn to the immune systems most different from our own, a genetic balancing act designed to create stronger offspring. And yet, doesn't it feel like magic? Not all chemistry is metaphor. Some of it is cellular, but all of it is sacred. Why are we drawn to some people and not others? Why do we say, they're not my type? when perhaps the type was shaped long before we ever knew ourselves. Evolution gave us preferences, but life gave us stories. Some say we chase those who mirror our past, or fulfill the love we never received. Others believe we're guided by the soul's wisdom, not just the body's desire. Maybe your type isn't a checklist, but a thread weaving safety, curiosity, familiarity, mystery. Genetics may shape what we find pleasing, but the soul recognizes more than science can explain. If attraction is genetic, if love is just biology, then are we truly choosing? Or are we just ancient code playing itself out in modern clothes? Here is where the sacred enters. For even if we are programmed by nature, we are not prisoners of it. We can rise above pattern. We can rewrite legacy. We can love beyond instinct. Yes, biology gives us the compass, but consciousness chooses the direction. You are not just the echo of your ancestors. You are their evolution, their whisper-made voice in you. We are made of flesh and fire, of hormones and hopes, of instincts and intuition. Attraction is not merely physical. It is the universe recognizing itself in another form. It is biology, yes, but it is also blessing. It is DNA, but it is also destiny. Somewhere between science and soul, the divine meets the design. And in that meeting, love is born, again and again. You are a vessel of ancient wisdom, encoded with longing, beauty, and purpose. So the next time you feel drawn to someone, ask yourself, what part of me is remembering this person? Is it my mind, my blood, or something even deeper, my soul? Thank you for walking this path with me. Until next time, keep listening to the science of attraction.